The first one with us is interrogation. Interrogation is asking of a question not for the sake of getting an answer but to put a point more effectively. See, interrogation is very easy. Whenever you find any interrogative sentence in a particular line of a poem, that becomes an interrogation. And we have several examples here. Why all this toil for triumphs for an hour? How can man die better than facing fearful odds? So these are all interrogative sentences. So this automatically becomes interrogation. The next is exclamation. Again, exclamation is a figure in which the exclamatory form is used to draw greater attention. Okay, attention of the readers is the highest priority in interrogation and exclamation. Again, if you find an exclamatory sentence, it becomes an exclamation. What a piece of work is man! What sweet delight a quiet life affords! How are the mighty fallen? So these are all interrogative sentences and they automatically become exclamation in figure of speech. The next one is climax. Whenever anything is in increasing order of importance, that becomes climax. Climax is an arrangement of a series of ideas in the order of increasing importance. See the examples. I came, I saw, I conquered. These three ideas are in the increasing order. He sacrificed his business, his home, and his honor for political gain. Initially, he sacrificed his business, then his home, then his honor for political gain. So all these three ideas are in the increasing order of importance. Next one is anticlimax. Anticlimax is exactly opposite to climax, right? Here, arrangement of a series of ideas in the order of decreasing importance. In climax, it was increasing importance, and in anticlimax, it is decreasing importance. See the examples. The soldier fights for glory and a shilling a day, the wisest, brightest, and meanest of mankind. Again, these were all sentences were in decreasing order of importance. Next is hyperbole. Students, what do you mean by the word hyper? The word hyper means becoming unusually energetic, excited, right? So anything which is over exaggerated, any statement which is over exaggerated, any statement which is an overstatement, that becomes hyperbole. किसी भी वाक्य को बड़ा चढ़ाकर बोलना, that is hyperbole. See the definition. Hyperbole is a greatly exaggerated statement used mainly for effect, but not intended to be taken literally or seriously. It is just an over-exaggerated sentence. Examples. He would drown the stage with tears. Is it possible? No. How can a person drown any place with his or her tears? So this sentence is over-exaggeration of the feeling. Over-exaggerated sentence. I have had thousands of teeth taken out. The sea rose mountain high. Again, is this possible? No. When she smiled, all the world was happy. It's not possible again. When a girl smiles or when anyone smiles, the whole world is not actually going to be happy at that point of time. So it's not practical. It's not literal. But what is the situation here? That all these four sentences are greatly, highly over-exaggerated statements. I hope this is pretty much clear. Next one is transferred epithet, the most difficult figure of speech to understand and to explain. In this figure, an epithet. What do you mean by epithet? Epithet means adjective. Let's make it quite simple. In this figure of speech, an adjective is transferred. An adjective is transferred from a word to which it properly belongs to some other word closely connected with it. means in transferred epithet, adjective is transferred from one word to some other word. Okay, to some other word which is closely associated or connected with it. Still, if you have not understood, let's see its examples. He passed a sleepless night. So what is an adjective here? Sleepless. Adjective is sleepless. So this sleepless night, what have they given? They have given that the night was sleepless. Students, is night actually sleepless? Or the person was sleepless? The person was sleepless on that particular night, not the night. Fine. See the next one. He stood upon the dizzy cliff. The dizzy cliff. Again, the cliff is not dizzy, but that person became dizzy when he stood at that height. The next one is tautology. Tautology is again very easy. Here what happens? We use the words unnecessarily. We use the words unnecessarily. How? See the examples. He dwelt in lonely isolation. The words lonely and isolation both mean the same. But then too, the words are unnecessarily repeated. Only one word was enough to be used. But then too, two words are used. So, unnecessary use of the words to express the same idea. Again, she may again regain her property. Again regain, unnecessary use of the words. Use boiling hot water. Boiling and hot both express the same idea. Right? So that was tautology. Use of unnecessary words to express the same idea. Next one is anastrophe. Whenever a normal sentence order is changed for effect, that becomes anastrophe. Patience I lack. What must actually come? I lack patience. But what is used? Patience I lack. So this sentence is not grammatically correct, but poets, they use these kind of sentences in their poetry. Next, in the night sky shimmered the moon. Actually, the moon shimmered in the night sky. This must have come. This should have come. Okay. So these are the examples of anastrophe. Imagery, the last one. It has a very long meaning. Imagery means to use figurative language to represent objects, actions, ideas in such a way that it appeals to our physical senses. Physical senses means to smell, to speak something, to see something. Okay, it creates visual representation in our mind, visual representation of ideas in our minds. The word imagery is associated with mental pictures. See the examples. It was dark and dim in the forest. How is this imagery? Because it forces us to create some visual representation in our minds. See, the words dark and dim are visual images. Then, the children were screaming and shouting in the fields. Again, screaming, shouting appeal to our sense of hearing. Fine. Then, the girl ran her hands on a soft satin fabric. The idea of soft in this example appeals to our sense of touch. Fine. So this was imagery. And this was the last topic for today. So that's it. I have covered the figures of speech part for today. In the end, I would just like to say thank you so much for watching the video till the end. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Share it with your friends. Like this video and also press the bell icon to get the regular notification. That's it from my side. This is Pankaj Bordal signing off. Bye bye and take care.